Hey, welcome to another episode of Legion Kings. How you doing, Omar?
Doing great. How about yourself, brother?
When I hear that music, man, it
Pumps
gets
you
me,
up.
man. Yeah, it
You're
pumps
like,
me up, man. It pumps me up. It was not a bad day at work, busy, but this week has been already a long week, and I'm like, what is today?
yeah,
Tuesday? It's
yeah.
already
It's Tuesday and it feels like it's already Thursday,
man,
man. I wish it was Thursday.
blood, sweat, and tears
It's been
all up
crazy,
in
man.
here.
Yeah,
All
it's
up
been
in
crazy.
here. But I reached out to you and I'm like, man, we need our show. We need our Tuesday show. We need the Kings. Obviously, people watching see that there's only the two of us tonight. I'll let you go ahead and say your piece on that.
Okay. So Jay and I had a conversation, and so did Greg yesterday, and he's going through some personal things. So he's taking a little bit of time off and a little hiatus. But he said 100% gave us our blessing and said, Legion's King's got to go on. I'll be back. And you guys just go and kill it. And we're doing it in his name. We're doing it in ours, and we're ready to rock and roll, man. And then when he's back, we'll be in full force again. And it'll be soon. It won't be long.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Jay's got our full support. We love our boy. He's good. He just needs a little time. So
Yep.
he gave us the blessings. And so we're here, man. We're ready
Yep.
to do this. So we will have a guest or two to fill the mighty shoes of Jay. These are all our friends that we will have. But let's get a few of them on right now. We've got my buddy Brian Carr. Did you just see something, Brian?
I don't have 1/10 the energy of Jay, so
I don't either, man.
Need like
Don't
9
feel
more.
bad.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. Next we have Larry Hodge. How we doing, Larry?
Doing good, man. How you everyone?
Larry.
Welcome. Thank you guys for hopping on with us. We're gonna do some news and talk some toys. We also have a top 5 list that I'm excited about, and also we have an opening. Some of us are instant openers, like my guy over here, Mr. Carr. He will open stuff like as soon as the box is opened, those figures are getting opened. I'm a, and I don't know if you are, Omar, but I'm like, I'll look at the package, this is nice, and then I'll put it on a shelf. And when I'm ready to open it, when I have the right time, the right moment, it's like a fine book. I sit there with my smoking jacket and I've got a warm fire going and the lighting is perfect. And I open that figure and I take it out, I move it around, I heat it up. That's me. That's what I do. So how about you, Omar?
My toy habits are like my 80-year-old Brandy. It takes time. And
Absolutely.
I take my time in opening it. And what I do is I'll open 2 or 3 in one day, and then I'll open 2 or 3 the next day, and then I'll open 2 or 3. I mean, look, man, we're getting old, man, and these hands, man, they start hurting after a while.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah,
especially when you're heating up and
man, yeah. And then you're putting the weapons and you're like trying to do all this.
Oh,
and
man.
trying to pose them and everything. So I take my time. I waited this long. I'm just gonna take my time and open them and enjoy them. And
exactly.
I always save the best ones for last. That's the way
Me
I
too.
open up the one that I least was wanting, and then that always turns out to be the sleeper for me.
Right.
So then I'm like, okay, well, this was a good start, and then I just go from there, and then I get to the ones that I finally want, that I wanted like the most, and then it's special.
There you go. Yeah, and so we had kind of, what do you want to open? And I think probably the most excited figure that I am, I don't know about you, Omar, is Scapular. And I thought, you know what? Why don't we have the man himself, Mr. Amir Kaspar? Let's ask if he would be on the show. I threw out an invitation and he declined. I asked again. He said, hell no. But he finally said, okay. He heard Brian Carr was going to be here. And so he said that he would join us. So we're going to, and cuddles. I mean, you can't say no to the cuddles. So we're going to open our scapular figures. and the man will be here. Welcome, sir.
There he is.
Guys, it is so good to be on the Legion's Kings.
You're on it, buddy.
Feel the power of
Feel the power.
Kings. The crown is coming down on me.
We're all kings, buddy. We're all kings.
I don't think I've missed an episode of your show, and it has been really fun. A lot of them I'll catch live. Some of them I will catch on the replay, but I've loved every show.
I appreciate that, man.
It is fun.
I'm trying to get you off of the main stage, but this
is like the Legion's Lair 2 you're looking at right now.
That's
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's say hi to the people in the chat, man. Now, some of this is from earlier. Mike stopped in at 6:30 and said, "Gentlemen," I appreciate that. We've got Brendan Higgins said, "Hey."
Brendan.
Mart M. We got Chad, Fog and Fantasy.
Chad.
Good evening, Foggers. We got Benny Torres. Hey, everyone.
Benny.
Love me some skulls. How you doing, Benny? We got James Studio Samudio. Hello, my friends. Hello, man. Jesse
James.
Marshall. Appreciate you.
Jesse.
Squared. Evening, everybody. Got my boy Stefan. Pickle D. Man, Pickle D. I don't know if you guys follow this guy. Follow this guy on Instagram. He is making some amazing dios, man. He just finished a cosmic one. And I'm not sure who it's going to. Wish it was going to me because it's beautiful. He did make me a beautiful dial. He made one for a cloud also that was really cool. But he's just doing some amazing things. So please follow Pickle D on Instagram. And he's a great guy too. Very handsome. Great goatee. We got Brendan saying, "What's up, peeps? What's up, my man?" We got Sig. We got to connect soon, man. We got a show to tape. Reach out to you. I think we have a date already, and I have to check my. Good evening. I just turned on Daredevil. So season 2 just started. What, today?
9 o'clock. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Today.
What are you guys doing? Why are you guys on this show right now?
Yeah, see you later. Home.
Yeah, later. Got one eye going this way, one eye watching Daredevil. I'm a weirdo. I wait until they're all over, and sometimes it's risky because you'll hear some spoilers. But I like to just watch.
I just finished watching Twisted Metal yesterday. Like my wife and I watched all of them within 2 days. So
wow,
yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to
pretty excited
watch,
for the third season. Third season is gonna be good, man. That was like one of my favorite games when I was younger. So it was like
that was a cool game.
Yeah.
Definitely. We got my man Jordan in the house. My Caspular dagger in sheath was broken in package. Would you like to comment?
Listen, Scapular's dagger never gets broken.
That's right.
Ever. It is the perfect tool for the job.
Absolutely. Carlos says, "What's up, guys? What's up, my man? What's up, my man?" So let's dig into news a little bit. I will drop this sad nugget right here. We had another terrible loss today. I think it was today or yesterday. I think most of us probably remember her from Superman, Miss Tessmacher.
Miss Tessmacher, yep.
Rest in peace, man.
Is she Lois Lane or?
No, she was Lex Luthor's sweet lady.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Miss Tessmacher.
Miss Tessmacher.
Miss Tessmacher.
She had a heart of gold, though. She was a good lady. Good lady. Also today we had Kickstarter start. How you guys feel about this? What's the numbers, Omar?
Last time I saw it was over 50,000.
50,000 first day. That's what I'm talking about.
That's great.
Guys, go over there and support this, please.
Yeah.
It is an awesome Kickstarter.
Amazing.
I think most of us here have already pledged what we're gonna, and I'm sure we'll pledge some more once the more unlocks happen. So
absolutely. And he was just on Legion's Lair. Brian Burke was
just on
was on the show, man. These guys had him on the show the day of. That's freaking rad, man. Now I know, Mike, you guys planned the show out way ahead of time. Did you like magically, like, did you figure out when? I mean, did he tell you like 3 months ago that?
So I plan it out at Legion's Con for the year, and what I did is I went up to Brian and I said, "Listen, we will have you on an off week, but we'll bring you on early so we don't coincide with Cosmic Jeff's show, so we can try to get off in time for Cosmic Jeff's show. If we run over." At 8:00, I always say, "Hey, jump on over to Cosmic Jeff's show."
Absolutely.
But so when he finally knew what date the Kickstarter was coming out, we decided to make it this date.
Nice.
And originally, his Kickstarter was supposed to come out the 17th.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he pushed it.
But it was pushed back to the next Tuesday on the 24th. And we had already had it set up for the 24th. So we were like going to do a weekend to the Kickstarter. And it just so happened, it worked out. It was the day the Kickstarter started. So with Mesquite Con, I brought on, or Brad and I brought on Pete McCarthy. We did him on this week. Right before Mesquite Con, and we're going to bring Brian Lynn on an off week in July, right before Carver Con. So that's kind of like how those work.
Nice. Yeah, that was. I'm gonna have to replay. I was cooking dinner, but I'm so excited for his Kickstarter. I've been waiting ever since I saw the figures at Legion's Con. Just super impressed with the aesthetics and the armor and how unique and amazing these figures look. So unlike, yeah.
And I love it because it's like mythic, but it's also sci-fi horror. So that's the way I look at it, and it's just amazing.
Yeah. In my opinion, it's unlike any other figures out there. I mean, it's completely original.
Anybody watching, if you're new to the community, the man who's putting on this Kickstarter is a pillar of our community, Brian Burke. And we should be backing it just because of that. If we have the extra money to see one of our own pillars be able to live his dream. Yes, and yes, I'm backing.
Absolutely.
Amen.
I agree. So you guys already pledged?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to have any problem funding.
I don't either.
I don't know.
No, I mean the first day you got what, a third of your total that you wanted. So
I may actually pledge some more. I just went ahead and just picked the 3-pack and then a couple other figures, but I'll probably get more of those figures. The Legion.
I really like
me. I love building my army, so I'll probably just build my armies, dude.
Paint the blanks purple. So that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Purple. Yeah, you could paint them all kinds of different colors.
I know Govier was talking about that in the chat. Yeah. So, all right, Jordan, have a good night, man. Appreciate you hopping on for a minute. Love to have you on the show one day.
Love you, brother. Take care, man.
That would be awesome. But yeah, it's an amazing, and I'm super excited. I can't wait to. And when you pledge, it says like March 27th is when you could expect, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, that's rad. I mean, I know that's not set in stone, and it could change or fluctuate or whatever, but just a new toy line is exciting. And I think the Horsemen, did they help him? I know they're helping with the production and stuff like that. Mike, did he give some insight on?
So what they're helping with, I think he said Bill Mancuso was project manager dealing with China for him. He's using all the factories or the Horseman factories over there.
Smart.
So there's no, right there.
Yeah.
it's going to be okay. The quality's going to be okay, and there's not going to be any bootlegging stuff like that. It's going to be okay. The quality.
Oh, we got a little feedback on somebody's speaker. I think, not sure, or is there another TV going? I think we're good now. Yeah, it's he's in good hands, I think. But I think he's really careful. I think he's very smart, first of all, but I think he's gone into this knowing exactly what he wants and what he's doing and all that. And I think the figures show, and I think he's not going to have any problem. I think it's going to be a super successful Kickstarter and toy line. So I wish him the best, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things that he creates, and be there to support for sure. Definitely. But yeah, I will go back. I do like my initial pledge, and then I'll go back and mess with it a little bit. On to Mythic Kickstarter news. What was the number, Omar? Did you say
so 9? The last one was 921,069. It actually was up to 921,755, but it dropped about 600.
Wow.
Just in the last half an hour.
That's pretty amazing, though.
So people are adjusting their pledges probably, or whatever. So
yeah.
Love you
but
too,
still,
Doc.
I mean, 921,000 is all. It's going to hit 1 million. So
Oh yeah,
ain't no doubt.
it should hit 1,000,005. I'm not too worried about it not hitting 1,000,005.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Once it hits the 1 million, that so many people love that heroic paladin, that now with the evil paladin, not that every single person is going to get at least 2, but I know I'm getting at least 2, if not 3, and I think most people wouldn't. If they do, that's like another 250 grand right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you did the math, and I was like, "Holy crap!" I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because I mean, they're what, $60 each, so you get
talking,
one or
you're
two.
talking 180. You're talking 180 if you get all 3 looks.
Right.
I'm just gonna have to get 1. I can't do 3. I'm already doing all in as it is with a few extras, and
I hear you, Larry. I
could
fall
play
into that
around.
hole.
I could play around with my pledge because I added a lot of extra, so I can delete some and put some in. So
right,
I kind of did that by design, so I should be okay. I just want to see what this
1.5 million is going to be.
I want to see what this 1,000,005 figure is going to be.
Yeah.
You think it's an
Absolutely.
ogre, Greg?
I hope so. Yeah, I would love to see an ogre with like a new head. Hopefully, they will do a new head sculpt.
I'd like some goblins, but I don't think that's
dramatic. Yeah, a lot of people are saying goblins, and I would love that. It's kind of almost blaring that there is no goblins.
There's no goblins. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
I think it's starting to cause a rift between the House Steels, and the goblins and the dwarf lovers.
Yeah.
I definitely think you will see, goblins, demons in previous or in campaigns to come, as they flesh out the Kickstarter. So hopefully in years to come, as they give us more source material and they push out some more figures, we'll get the characters that we don't see right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is just the beginning. We're just starting it, so there's a lot more to come. I think Jeremy had said that they're already working on the second wave, so of books and probably figures and everything else. So there is a lot to come, I think.
Yeah, because they're hoping to have these figures by the end of this year, right?
Yes, that's what Jeremy said. Yeah. They're hoping the end of the year, which is hopefully something that they're going to be able to do. Because I know a lot. I mean, a lot of it is just like repaints and things like that. It's just a matter of.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, because you have
filling all the.
You got Ox Crew Book 2 already on the water. You've got Infinite Legions already on the water. You've got Ashes of Agwendor coming out probably in the summer. You've got that middle wave that's going to be released. That's going to be shown. You've got the ISS coming up. You've got Legion's Con, all the releases for Legion's Con. I mean, you also have Reign of the Beast, the Dragon.
somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, bro, there's a lot coming out. So we'll see.
There's a lot coming out, man.
I think early 2027 is what I'm thinking. But I mean, hey, if they can get it out by end of 2026, awesome.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like I would love it, but I'm not going to be mad. There's a lot for us to open, guys.
Yeah.
And Mike's
I give him a
happy.
year.
Mike got his scapular, so he's happy now.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Right, Mike?
It was worth the wait. It was worth the wait.
The best, you guys will be opening him soon.
Absolutely.
The best figure, and I'm not just saying this because he's a tribute, Emir Kaspar is a tribute, but it is, in my opinion, the best figure in all of Legions so far. And you'll see when you open him up, the accessories he comes with, everything he comes with, you can put on that figure. It has a place for
I love that.
on that figure.
That's awesome.
Plus,
also got
Scapular kissed
There
Artemis
he is.
There he
Silver
is.
Yes.
in the comic book. So he is a total pimp.
Yeah, I'm down for all that gear. I mean, I think that's awesome. And it's just more stuff, to disperse. If you buy a few scapulars, you can have all kinds of other guys kitted out for.
And both looks are so different and so awesome.
Yeah. I bought
Yeah,
two.
I think Omar, you're going to do Emir, right, tonight?
I'm doing the Emir, yeah.
Okay, I'm doing Scappy, so we'll have two different looks.
Yeah,
But
because I had two
also.
scapulars, and
I
I
did
opened up the first scapular already. I
Okay.
opened him up when I got the thing, but I kept them as scapular. But I want to do the Emir Kaspar. Yeah.
Mine's fresh, man. I have not opened this guy. I have
There we
no
go.
idea. But
Yeah.
I tell you what, I am in love with the first. That is still and will always be one of my favorite mythic figures is the first scapular.
I scored him about 2 months ago for about
Okay.
$65
Wow.
That's a good price,
Loose.
man.
loose off of a guy on eBay. And I was like, grabbed it.
Oh,
So this is my question to you guys. Well, actually, Omar, because Omar has opened Scapular version 2. The difference between version 1 and version 2 is absolutely staggering.
Yeah.
There is a huge difference. You see that too, then?
Yeah, night and day. It's night and day. It's not apples to apples. It's not.
mhm.
This is one of the figures that the upgrade is so much better that you're like, you love the original, but
Right.
the upgrade,
It's a whole
Amazing.
nother planet.
that's on a different level, man. It's
a
on a
whole
different
nother.
level.
Yeah. But I
did
still,
not
I mean,
think-
I'll
did
still
not
have a
think
place.
I did not think that it was going to be one of my favorite figures in Thrasis. And when I opened him, I was like, yeah, no. Thrasis, I love you, but no, you got to take a back seat, dude. You got to take a back seat to Scappy.
Brian, what's your thoughts? You opened yours already. What's your thoughts on
I
scapular?
opened my first one and set him up as scapular and put him next to Umbra. And I got my second scapular in today, but haven't opened him yet. I'm going to make him Emir as well.
Nice.
And
Nice.
I want to keep putting that mask on, but the skull's too cool. So I'm just like, what do I do with it? And Ed, you're right. Everything you have with him, I want to put that shield on the back and the spear and break it into parts, but I want him to hold the shield too. And
Mhm.
I need like 12 of them. I don't know. But it just shows how much they put in.
One man army.
I think Jeremy said it's his favorite figure so far.
He did.
And I mean, I don't know how you can disagree. It's just
It's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those figures that it screams final boss all over it. You know, You look at him, you're like, that's the final boss.
Mhm.
That's the one.
That's
Yep.
the one.
Yeah, he definitely
That's
looks like the
definitely-
leader of a faction for sure.
Yeah.
And Larry, you said you have yours, but you're opening it with a friend this weekend.
Yes, Ryan's going to be on my show Saturday night, and I'm going to be
Nice.
opening up him, Umbra, and Neve.
Maybe.
She's great.
Nice.
Because he's supposed to be getting in, so we're going to open her up together.
Cool.
A bunch of other stuff. So
And you've opened, did you say Bodvar and
Yeah. Bardvar and Atlas.
they go together so well. Yeah, those are the only two that I've opened myself, and they're fantastic.
I have not
Yeah.
opened Bodvar yet. I haven't opened Umbra either.
Oh, you
Benny-
got a treat coming, Omar. A treat.
Yeah.
Benny's doing the work right there. I had to hook up some friends with my extra scapulars. You're a good man. You're a good man. I did the same. I had 2 scapulars, and my buddy Nando reached out and he's like, "Hey, I really want one. Can you grab me one at MuskyCon?" And I said, "You know, you can have one of mine, and then I'll just grab a second at MuskyCon." So it worked out. I was nervous for a second, but I was able to grab one. They had plenty there actually at MuskyCon. I was afraid that they were going to sell out of Rising Suns, and they sold out of a few. But all in all, there's plenty for everyone that wanted them. And after a while, it was unlimited. So if you had the money, you could have grabbed, 5 or 6 sets of dwarves or scapulars, naves, and stuff. So it was cool to see them on the table, though. Definitely. I wanted to show, and I do have some MuskyCon pictures, but I wanted to show, somebody had mentioned the Lore Master. I think it was Brendan.
Yeah.
So they did show the Vampire Lore Master today. I'm not really sure, guys. What's your thoughts on this guy here? He's got like the vampire head. It's painted white with some purple stripes, it looks like.
I'm all in for vampires, so give me as many as I can get.
Yeah.
The
What do you
first
think,
thing,
Omar?
The first thing I thought of was what parts of the armory from Legions Con 2025 am I going to use on this guy?
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's an
yeah.
add-on pack, so it's like an upgrade. So and they
Yeah.
have it on the Rick's body.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just pop off the
I,
arm.
I like
I love
him.
it.
I don't like how he's mixed with Rick's. I don't, but mixing him with somebody else, like you were saying, Omar, is probably the better way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll definitely change the boots and
Yeah.
the shins. And that top, I'll change that too.
Yep.
But I don't mind the pauldrons, but I kind of like the pauldrons with the chainmail, the ripped chainmail.
Mhm.
That would look pretty cool on this guy. And
Yeah.
then I think that grungy armor from the armory would be perfect on him.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Did-
think, Mike?
Well, here's I got a question. Did they, and I might have missed this, looking at the figure, this is the first time I've seen the figure. I saw it as I was scrolling the beginning of the lair, but first time I've really been able to take a look at it. Do we know what a lore master is within the game? Because it would probably make a little bit more sense to me.
That's
It's
a good
class.
question.
They put something up on the Instagram on both the Mythic Legions and on their RPG pages, describing it. I think it's also in the update on the Kickstarter, but I know it's a class, or or something like that.
Mhm.
Like your barbarian or your
One of
bard,
the
or
professions.
one of your professions.
Yeah.
But anyone can be it, apparently, any race and all that stuff. But it's somewhere in the updates. I just don't remember how far that went. I think it was like a few days ago or something like that
Yeah.
Okay.
when they were teasing it, because they teased it with the books on the chains and stuff. So
I like the is that a new vampire head sculpt, or is that
No.
one that they've used before?
No, that was in the heads pack. Remember
Oh,
the
it was.
old heads
Yeah.
pack vampire? Yeah, that's from the old
Okay.
heads pack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the purple painted on his head's obviously new, but the head is not.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love
And
that
I
purple
always dig
sword.
the books. I like the books.
Yeah, the book's
Chain.
cool. Yeah.
But we
Well,
do need more vampires, and we need more
We do.
updated vampires. We definitely do.
Yeah.
I mean,
no lie.
there's nothing wrong with the vampires we have now. Those vampires are amazing. I still army build Baron Voligar 1 to be the special troops of Baron Voligar 2. That's my headcanon. So I just get Baron Voligar 1s, and that's like the army. But for me, the vampires, they're amazing, but we need more. I mean, we need
Yeah.
updated ones.
And Carlos
Lucretia,
says,
an updated Lucretia would be amazing.
"Oh man, yeah, they need the vampires need more love for sure."
Yeah, they do. They do.
So this is a good, because it wasn't there a vampire in the other, releases for this Kickstarter? I think
Yeah,
there
the
was
monster builder.
Yeah, the
monster building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Carlos says the purple stripe is the Alethea symbol. Is that
Yeah.
true? I couldn't tell.
Carlo is right. I think
It
Carlo
is.
is right on that.
It
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the same one that's on the shield of Baron Voligar. So
Okay.
yeah, that's the one.
It's supposed to represent her arms.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Trish says, "I thought Forecasters was supposed to be like a bard." Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it, so we will have to do some reading and research on that. But yeah, very cool, man. I'm always up for new figures.
I mean, he looks very cool. Yeah.
He does. They
They're
also
gonna have those
released
gladiators in the ISS, aren't they? And
Say that
one
again,
of them
Brian?
is a vampire, so maybe you could use the vampire gladiator and mix it.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's true.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
with the white
Yeah, I got
skin.
that.
That's what I was saying. You can use an armory of vampires, be perfect with
Mhm.
him, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Use that grungy or the blood armor. You can use the blood armor
Mhm.
or the grungy
Right.
armor with him, and that would be
Oh
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Also released a bag of skulls. These are the unhinged ones. They're the ones that I guess don't have the jaw hinge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
like the
dude.
top three are the non-articulated, two
Okay.
bottom ones are the.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the bag of Brett. That's what
Yeah,
they're made.
exactly.
The bag of
Exactly.
Brett.
Mix him with the evil paladin. Yeah, you could totally do that, James, for sure. We got Guesagway in the house. What's up, my brother?
Okay.
This right here is awesome. I hear that El Tidy Brett
Mhm.
bought 40
40.
of these.
Yeah.
I bought 5, but 40. Oh my god.
I haven't added those yet, so
Well, I needed these when they came out with these. I'm like, this is perfect because I was taking the Skeleton Raider, and I would have to take a Maxilius head and put him on the Skeleton Raider to make the skeletons I want. Now I have heads to replace
Mhm.
into my Maxilius, and plus I'll have more heads to just use. So and we've never had the articulated jaw
Mhm.
in the standard bone color, I don't believe, head sculpt. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I don't remember if we've had the articulated jaw since Necronominus has come out wave with the standard bone color.
I think there was the heads pack. Remember they put the extra skull skeleton head in the heads pack for
They
Necronominus?
did, but here's the problem I have with the heads pack. The color on the skulls in the head pack, to my eye, are significantly different than the bone color. So I don't use that heads pack, but you're right, it was in there, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
The lore master is a student of occult and arcane knowledge in all its forms, where other professions seek to
There you
wield
go.
magical power. The lore master seeks also to understand it. What'd you show, Larry? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah,
buddy.
in the heads pack, there's articulated.
Yeah.
Okay.
right here.
They added that by
Yeah,
accident.
different
That
ones.
wasn't supposed to be in the heads pack. I remember.
I remember
they were-
hearing that. They're like, oops.
I'll tell you what, you can go shopping in Larry's bedroom.
Almost.
figures.
Well, I mean, I don't have everything yet. It's getting there.
Also unlocked, I guess, is the enemy heads pack, I guess they called it.
Yeah.
Now I love the orc skull. I like that little paint on him.
Mhm.
The regular orc, I wish they would have had some kind of battle paint or something on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I mean, it's a nice sculpt, but
It's a
it's
great
kind of
sculpt,
basic.
but I wish he would have had some kind of different, like a skull
Differentiating
painted on
kind
his
of-
face,
Yeah.
like
Something.
the Ether Blade
Yeah.
figure came. Yeah, that would have been cool.
I do love that orc skull though.
Yeah, the orc skull is
Yeah,
awesome.
cool.
You know, Brett's buying
Yeah.
those up too.
That
man.
orc skull is really cool.
Brett's gonna help us go over.
I would just get a bunch of those just for the orc skulls.
I agree. I totally agree.
Mhm.
Yeah, that green orc head's gonna be sitting in the bin, but
Oh, man.
that skull one is
That made me want to get more skeletons just for the orc skull.
I painted up
Yeah, it's
one
awesome.
of those skulls right there, the orc skull, in black and made the eyes red for Gorgo Aetherblade.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thinking, man. Yeah, that is cool.
I want to visit Brett's house just to see if there's like catacombs underneath his house.
Right.
I think there might be.
Absolutely. So in a few days, we've got Toylanta, and our buddy Omar is making the trek. I think you're going with Mark and
Mark
Jeff.
Thomas and Jeff Evans.
Tell me about that, man. What's your expectations? What's your thoughts? Have you gone before?
So it's a 1-day trip, 7 hours each way. So what we're going to do is Jeff only lives about 35, 40 minutes north of me.
Mhm.
So I'm going to drive, pick him up. We're going to meet Mark at Lake City, which is halfway in between, and then go the rest of the way. We'll probably get there right when it opens. So I'll be leaving here about 2 a.m. We'll get there right when it opens. We're going to spend some time there. I already got 2 figures reserved from Lieutenant Holiday, and I've got 1 figure reserved for Savage Crucible. Go pick up a few other things that I want to get. Hit up the Operation Monster Force and pick up a couple more mythics. I'll probably pick up another Scappy if they have them.
Nice.
I doubt they'll have a Legendary Warrior by the time we get there, but if they do, I'll pick up another one of her.
What's up, Dave?
Then we'll just hang out, go out there, do our thing, and then we'll leave a few hours and we'll get back. And I plan to be home by 11 midnight at the latest. So
You are a beast.
when I went to Legion's Con, I drove overnight from Florida, from Orlando, all the way up to New Jersey.
I did the same thing, dude.
Yeah, me too.
Brian picked me for intern, and so I had to drive overnight just to get there on time, but it was worth it, man.
Yeah, when you saw me, Greg, in the parking lot, we had just gotten there. It was 9 o'clock.
I almost did too. Yeah. Brett was the first guy I saw when I got there. It looks like we got both Orkins here on the. I don't know if that's. I'm sure it's happened before, but I don't know if it's happened in Legion Kings though. So welcome,
Exciting.
Dave and Steph. But yeah, that's gonna be fun, bro. I wish I could. I would love to go to Toyland. I've never even been in that area before, so
It's my first time going to Toylanta, but I lived in Atlanta for a long time in the Duluth area and all that, so I'm very familiar with that area. But I'm just happy just to get to go to Toylanta because it seems like you guys had a blast at MuskyCon.
Oh man, it was a great time, right, Mike?
Oh God, yes.
That was awesome.
Definitely.
I was wondering how big Toylanta is as compared to like Zolo and Legion's Con.
Yeah,
That's
I
a good question.
don't know. I'll have to I'm trying. Well, you know what? Brett is going, so Brett will be able to give a good comparison
Is there
size
anywhere
wise.
Brett's not going?
Good question. Good question. Yeah, he's crazy. Like he left Sunday right after breakfast. He gave Jesse a ride, and he's going back or going to Toylanta. I think he's leaving.
We need that like
Thursday,
Indiana
I think.
Jones map with like Brett.
Right. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. But I mean, he's retired and he's got his money figured out and
Yeah,
he's living his best
super
life.
good dude.
Yeah, man, he's living his life, man. So
Living his
kudos
best
to
life.
him.
He's got this wild, hair. I mean, he did shave finally, but he definitely looks retired, man. But I'm super happy for him. I
So-
love my boy.
quick story. We were sitting there at Mesquite Con on the Sunday morning. Schmerb, you and your lovely wife came up,
Thank you.
sat down. But Brett was sitting beside you guys. In front of him was Curtis Ackerman.
Mhm.
And Brett took off his hat and his hair's all disheveled.
Tufted and
oh, yeah. And Curtis looked over to me and he goes, Mike, this is what you're going to look like 1 year into retirement.
Yep. Yep, for sure. Definitely. I grabbed this picture at MuskyCon of the Lair boys. They got their Scapular and Broder tribute figures. And what was the story, Mike? You guys went back for the boxes?
Yeah, so the first time through, you only could get one figure. And I went heavy on Scapular in the pre-orders. But if you come to my house, I have an Emir and a Scapular. Like right in front of me, I have two Scapulars, three Scapulars, one Emir, and a Broder. The other rooms all have them. And the key to that is not being married, because I can action figures all through my house. But I also gave several away to childhood friends,
Nice.
friends at the department and all that. So I needed to kind of bolster up my reserves on my favorite figure. So when I went back through, Brad and I went back through, and the line was just dwindling down, and they took the limits off.
Yes.
So, I grabbed 5 more Scapular.
There you go.
He grabbed a bunch of Broders, and they handed him the Scapular box to put his figures in. And he's like, oh, it's not a Broder box. And Jeremy Gerard ran over and got a Broder box for him.
Oh, yeah.
And they were taking the Scapular box away. And I said, whoa, hold on now. I need something to put.
That's right. Yeah, you guys were all walking down the hallway, and I'm like, wait. Let me get a picture of you guys with your tribute figures and the box in hand. And so I snapped this and I sent it. I posted it, and you guys grabbed it, and you got it. So I'm super happy to capture that moment. Steph is asking, walk us through, man. How did it feel before we open? Me and Omar open ours. How did it feel to get yours in hand, man? Like your tribute figure. How amazing was that, dude?
So I'll tell you this: at the G-Con, it was revealed. It was very emotional for me because they surprised me with it. I would say I'm 52 years old, and the last 3 years of my life has been very challenging because I've worked so many hours in order to expand my FAS, in order to retire, because they've taken so much away from the officers in my retirement system in hopes that we will stay. So basically the last 3 years I've basically have slept and worked, trying to get, doing the Lair, this and that. So this Mythic Legion was my getaway from reality, because the job is so stressful, and doing the amount of hours I was doing, you can really lose yourself when it comes to that. So Mythic Legions was my out. I could just dive into the lore. It like takes me out of reality, and I needed that. So when they gave me the tribute figure, it was hard to hold in the emotion because it meant so much to me, because of what the line means to me. what it has done for me. It got me to the end of my career.
Absolutely.
Which I have 8 shifts left to go, and then I'm
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Congrats, man.
so
Congratulations.
thank you. So when it came to getting him in hand, it was very emotional for Brad. Not quite emotional. It wasn't like the surprise that they did for me. It was just exciting to finally get my favorite IP character, my favorite figure in hand. So I wasn't emotional about it, other than being excited. And it was exciting when I remember flying home from work. It was like at 10 o'clock at night to get the package off the porch to just get Scapular
Yeah.
night. And I probably stayed up to midnight knowing I had to be back into work early in the morning just to open Scapular. And he did not disappoint. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that had to be fun to just sit and open your tribute figure and just enjoy. And it's just an amazing figure, you know?
Mike, you're
Yeah.
a police officer, right?
Yeah.
So my father was a police officer for Chicago PD, and he worked his ass off for many, many years. And then he became a narcotics detective, and he finally retired. But, thank you for your service, man, because I know it's tough.
Absolutely.
I know it's
Thank
tough.
you. It is
I saw the toll it took on my dad. So
so I wouldn't wish doing that job. Yeah, I wouldn't wish that job on anybody. So
Yeah.
especially it takes a toll over the years. It's the stress of the job. So I am so thankful to be through. Yeah.
You deserve it.
A little bit longer, man, and you are free. You are done.
8 shifts.
That's right. Well, Omar, let's open our guy up real quick here, man.
All right, brother.
I slid off the cardboard thing here. We've got this soft goods in a
That's
baggie.
the best part.
And I got to tell you, since being a mythic collector, I saved my baggies, so I'll take them out of the package.
I do
And
the
I
same.
won't use all the parts, so I just reuse baggies. So I've got a bunch of little baggies. Yeah,
I
so
put
the
all my
tray-
stuff in toolboxes, and I had to buy like 2 more toolboxes. I have so many damn parts, man.
I was just putting them in loose, and then I was like, you know what? Why don't I, instead of having to chase the hands around or the parts and swords and all that stuff, I'll just put them in baggies. That way I'll know which ones.
Yep, that's what I do.
I always love the design. I love the design of the original shield, and I love how they carried it over onto this one.
I'm just dropping things left and right.
Not to be nitpicky, and I'm not nitpicky about this figure, but I noticed on the dwarf set they didn't come with a lot of hands. Am I right or am I wrong about that?
You're right.
Yeah,
Not as many, no.
yeah. I was kind of alarmed by that. I was like, how come they don't have any hands?
Well, Scappy has quite a few.
Yeah, Scappy's good. I am not nitpicking this figure at all.
This figure's loaded, man.
Yeah, I was looking at looking at these hands, and I was thinking, you know what? The dwarves don't have a lot of hands. Stephanie says, thank you for your service. Larry, thanks for speaking up. I lost my uncle who was a captain. That was Omar, I think, that was talking, but that's all right. Give Larry credit too.
My dad was a cop in Chicago, and he was patrolling Cabrini Green. When Cabrini Green was back in the day, where police officers would never go in there. So, yeah, my dad, I think I told the story once. My dad at 6 years old taught me how to know what pure heroin is. That was the things that my dad taught me.
That's crazy.
And I was like, thanks, Dad. I appreciate it. But I mean, he taught me how to shoot. He taught me how to do all that. And he wanted me to be a police officer too. And I almost became a Florida highway patrolman. but my mother was totally against it. So she paid for college, bought me a new car, and sent me away. So
There you go.
it worked out.
Mom was looking out for you.
Yeah.
My initial impressions opening this for the first time is the fine detail on the pauldrons, on the gorget part where the neck is.
The gauntlets are crazy.
Yeah, all the little bolts that go around the helmet, like everything is just so minutely detailed. The carvings on the dagger sheath,
I love the blowgun.
the blowgun, like super detailed. The Emir mask, wow. I mean, it's just fine detail. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to cover any of it up. You want to be able to see all of it.
Exactly, yeah. It does come with two different, looks like neck kind of pieces, like that
Yeah.
simulate
The thick
The
one is
soft
for
one.
the Amir Kaspar look.
okay.
Mhm.
I'm just still getting him out of the. Sorry about all the noise. Oh, there went his head. Nope. Still attached. Okay. And I'm always a fan of this kind of skull with the spike on top.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
That came with or not this one specifically, but I like that one with the Sir Gerard.
That spike is removable, and in order to get the faceplate out, you can remove the ornament on the front of his mask.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
Okay.
I love this new chest piece here. Now, is this a removable chest piece, Mike?
I think it is actually.
Okay.
I think it does. I think Curtis. I haven't tried to remove it yet. I think Curtis Ackerman on his Art by Ackerman channel did an exploded review, and I think the chest piece came off.
I'm glad I have two because this guy is incredible.
And
Just
he
the
even has more
detail.
hands, Greg, in a little bag because he has the brown hands for the Amir Kaspar look.
Yeah, he's got a full loadout of the hands for both personas, so it's really he's
Really?
got
I don't
fun
see
things.
that baggie. Let's see here. I don't know if I got that baggie. Oh wait, where is that baggie at? Is it floating by
It's in
itself?
the back. Yeah, it's when you open the figure, it's tucked in the back. You probably dropped it on the floor or something.
I may have.
Mm.
Let's see. I did drop something. I think. I'll have to look for it. I don't see it.
Yeah, and I love the shield, and I wanted to have the shield always set out, but I didn't want to cover up either of those gauntlets because those gauntlets they're probably my favorite gauntlets I've seen so far in the line.
Yeah, just the level of detail on this figure.
I know, it's insane.
This is one of those figures that you don't want them to reuse all of these parts again.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, I think that's the one thing about like Sir Gideon Heaven's brand that I was a little disappointed with Sir Valgard when he had the Eagle pauldrons.
Yep.
I was like, that should have been like just for Sir Gideon Heaven's brand.
Right.
So, but I mean, it's still a cool figure.
Yeah.
And I do love the he's got this, and I think it's a new piece where he can hold the spear in his
Yeah.
back. It's like
That's new. Yep.
yeah, I think that's a super cool.
Mike, how do you take the skull off?
So if you take the head and you take the front piece off the helmet, that just pops out, and then you can push the head out. There's two little pegs inside where the neck peg goes.
Yep.
You can kind of push the head out a little. There you go. Yeah.
Yep, got it. Perfect.
Got it.
In fact, we'll get the mirror down here. We'll show you. Right there's the mirror.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This
That's
is
awesome.
this is cool, man. Yeah, this is
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
fantastic,
see, Mike?
man.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's a great look. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
man, that is
completely
awesome.
different figures, man.
Yep.
With the
Yeah,
soft
totally
goods,
different.
completely
Yep.
different.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then Scappy we have up here. We'll bring him down.
Yeah.
So good.
It looks like I'm missing the bandolier piece too.
See if I can give you there, Greg. If you want to kind of look, it kind of gives you an idea of what you can do.
Wow, that's a great pose too.
And that's all his stuff on him, with holding the shield and the spear.
Look at that. Yeah, that's everything.
Heck yeah. Yeah, it looks like I'm missing the belt that goes, the bandolier that goes over.
And then we'll show
That has the
everybody
knives
at home if they want to bone him up a little bit more.
Oh, wow.
There's the bone feet on there, the hands, and if you look closely, we got the chest in there.
Oh, that's cool.
You can see it a little bit better when I turn him around. You can see
very cool
right there. So yeah, you can really have fun with this figure.
Brian, did you pre-order the World Tiger?
I'm trying to remember which one I ordered.
Is that the orange one and the white one with the armor?
I ordered those. I think I was talking to Benny yesterday about the other one, though. That
the Tiger Man,
doing that big Tiger Man, like the Asian armor.
Okay.
Tiger guy. I didn't, but I did find a place that has them, so I probably will.
Yeah, mine is missing that stuff, so I'll have to reach
You have
out
to look. I bet you probably it might be there somewhere.
The only thing that fell was the collar piece. But so is the bandolier and the little hand knives, are those in a baggie together?
Yeah, they're in the same baggie with the hands.
Yeah, I don't have the hands. I've just got the hands that are in the pre.
There's a little baggie that's in the, when you pull it out, it's tucked in between the one that has the hands and the spear and the other one's a small little baggie.
Yeah, and I noticed too when I was opening it that there was like a gap. It wasn't completely, so maybe it slipped out or something in shipping.
So if you want to embiggen me there, we got this. God, I don't know if I can. There we go. I'm kind of really screwing this up because I have a laptop. But there is the Legion's Lair Dio with Brad.
There you go.
There's Broder and there's Scappy. They're
awesome.
Sitting down with their drinks, ready to go. I wish I could do this better for you guys, but I seem to be failing miserably.
No, it's okay.
No, it looks good.
Yeah.
That looks great. Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks for sharing that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome.
I need more Dio pieces.
Yeah, man, we all do for sure.
I need cosmic Dio pieces.
I agree.
I got a couple of other ones, but I
Oh,
wish
wait
I was
a minute.
I wish
Here's
did
the
you find it?
baggie. Yeah,
There you go.
I almost threw it away.
Yay.
I almost threw it away. Yeah, it was a little baggie. It was. I threw the little outer clamshell on the floor, and this was under
That's
there.
it.
So
There you go. You got
yeah, I've
everything
got
now.
the sword, and I've got the hands, and his outer belt. Sweet, very cool. You got the shield holders in there.
You always got to check your Mythic Legions packaging before you throw it away because there's so much
bummed
stuff.
out. I was like, geez, I want to put this guy together. But sweet,
I did
man.
that when the Cosmic Legions first came out. I was throwing them away, and I was throwing the little clear pegs away with it. And I was like, wait a second.
Mhm.
Yep, you need those little pegs for sure.
Yeah, it's easy to miss those clear little cylinder guys. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But
I'm
so I go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna pose him on Umbra. So
Okay.
yeah,
That's cool.
and then I'm gonna do
Super
the
cool to
I'm gonna
see.
do the Amir look. Oh, there. Ooh.
Man, he looks
But I'm gonna do
good.
the Amir look, and put him in my DTOF, in front of the Sons of the Red Star.
Big G in the house.
Gee, what's
What's
up,
up,
brother?
my brother? Yeah,
And
I
my
haven't
D-
opened Umbra. I'm looking forward to opening Umbra up.
You got the best figure,
Yeah,
Mike.
me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that figure.
It's incredible.
Eric knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
So if you look at the other V2s they have done, I mean, there are a lot of really good upgrades.
Yeah.
Atlas is a good upgrade.
Man,
I
Alice is
don't
good.
think there's a V2 out there that is such an upgrade from the original version than Scapular.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I mean,
Alice is
the
awesome.
other Scapular, it's a great figure, man. But I mean, like you guys were saying earlier, just night and day difference when it comes to it. Like it's just a record of how far they've come when it comes to sculpting.
And they've made some excellent V2s. Like
Oh,
Urzok,
man.
I love the Legacies Urzok. That's like one of my favorite figures. But I'll tell you what, Scapular, they knocked that out of the park.
This guy's no slouch either.
No,
Valgard in the house.
Yeah. Scaphoid is great too.
Yeah.
V2 of Scaphoid.
Scaphoid's
Oh
great.
man. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
And Otho, but I never had the original Otho. So for me,
Yeah.
So I've got to ask Greg this. Aza's V2 will be coming out really soon. How excited are you?
Oh man. 1 to 10, I'm 47. Very excited.
Nice.
Very excited. Yeah, I just can't wait, dude. That's it was a great surprise that they even had an Asa version 2. I was not expecting that, and I was super shocked when they announced it. And finally, getting her version 2 on the shelf it'll be awesome. Yeah, I won't have as many probably as you have Scapulars, but I'll have a few for sure. Definitely. Very happy. Favorite figure. Her and Valiant Knight are my top figures. So super excited.
I can't wait for when Xylona and Aetheron when they're coming.
I know,
They gotta
yeah.
be coming soon.
that's got to be coming soon. Yeah.
I just wonder, are they going to do it like end of the year for each legacy figure? Are they going to do it like they did with Otho and Urzok? You think
or
they'll
it might
do-
be a Legion's Con
Right.
exclusive.
That's what I mean. Yeah, end of the
yeah,
year kind of.
Yeah, they might. Who knows?
Well, the one thing with Four Horsemen Studios, once you think you have them pegged down,
Yeah.
two man go in the opposite direction.
Right.
You
Right.
never really truly know.
I'll tell you what
Yep.
does give me hope, though. Seeing that Dark Paladin gives me hope that we're going to get 1.0 Shadow Elves, and I love my Shadow Elves.
Oh, yeah.
So I would love to
Definitely.
see a Malachi Cinderhorn, a 1.0 Malachi Cinderhorn.
Yep.
I was
too.
really surprised that they went.
Oh, I never
Dark
thought
Elf.
about that. A V2.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
that
could
would
see
be
that for sure.
amazing.
You know
Was
what,
it-
guys?
Go ahead.
What I would like to see, I would like to see them bring the voting back. Just hey, let's vote on what original characters you guys would like to see become version 2s, and then maybe the top 2 start to sculpt a version 2 for.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd
yeah.
be good.
That'd
Good
be great.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I think now that we saw Delfino, we're definitely going to get a Gwendolyn at some point.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that makes sense.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, V2, I would want a Sir Galeron. I want a V2 Sir Galeron where you could see his head, like his face,
Yeah.
like what he looks like
Yeah.
under the helmet.
Yeah. So Thor Ironjaw, they never had in All Stars. They never had Galeron, even though I think we voted on Galeron once. But I think you'll get them. Yeah.
Romulus. That's a good one.
Mm.
Yeah.
I like to see the lore with Romulus and his brother.
Mm.
I'd love to see the brother.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brother. Yeah, would love to see the brother.
Yeah, it's cool
Yes,
getting
now,
Vetus.
now that they made that elf thief a 1.0, will they make all future elves 1.0? I hope they do, because I'm not really a big fan of the 2.0s.
That would be great.
I agree, Brian.
Yeah.
And they've done that body to death, so it would be nice to see some more huskier elves, ones that eat the beans and rice for sure.
Mhm.
Right. That's what was so cool about Bardrick when Bardrick first came out, because he was that 1.0 elf, and you're like,
Right.
oh, look at this
Beefy.
guy, Yeah.
Yeah, he's a man for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I do have a few pics of Muskie Khan that I'll show real quick, and then we'll go on to our next. So this was them. Jeremy was setting up all the Rising Suns and the Legacies, and they did have more of the in stock sale, retail. Like they had, I think they had some Koi, they had Revenant, and they had the Nymph there with some cosmics and stuff. But most
Did
of
they
it
sell
was
out?
Rising Suns.
Did they sell out of the Legendary Warrior?
Oh yeah. They had. I think Brett said 3 cases.
Damn.
And but it lasted. It lasted for a while. It was, but very strict numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one per, right?
Like they're not letting you go back. I mean, they would let you get back in line for the other stuff, but not
Sure.
not Legendary Warrior. They wanted to try and make sure everyone had a chance to get her. And it was funny, like me and Brett and Dawkin and Tanya and my new buddy Dave Whitty, we were in line. I think Brett got there at around 5, Tanya at 5.
Of course he
I
did.
got there at 6 a.m. I got there at 6 a.m. and I think I was like the 5th person. And Jackie Yeager is like, what time are you gonna get there? And I'm like, about 6. And she's like, why? And I'm like, Legendary Warrior. She rolls in at like 9:45, 10, all the way back there in line, and she got one, of course. So I'm like, you turkey. I think I have a picture of her in line. There's the
Warrior.
the warrior guy. I love the legs on him. So
Greg, there was one gentleman, the first one in line, got in line at 2 a.m. in the morning.
that was Dawkin. Yeah, Dawkin.
And
Dawkins?
Yeah, he was exhausted.
Oof.
Yeah, here's the line right here.
What
I
time
think
did you
it
get
was
there, Greg?
all the way
5?
back. I got there about 6:10, and that was the line behind me.
Yeah, because I remember
Jeez.
Zolocon. We got there early, man.
Yeah, we got there early. Yeah, Brett said 5, and I'm like, I'm not waiting. That's 5 hours. I'm like,
We
I'm
got
not
there at
doing
6, right?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
got
was
there at 6,
fun.
and I was still 14 people ahead of me,
Yeah,
man. I was like, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, there's always someone in front of us.
Yep.
But it was cool because Jeremy came out and talked to us for about an hour.
That's
He
cool.
talked about, I shared some in our group chat, but he talked about what was to come. He talked about the armory, how it was very under-ordered. He said that he definitely is considering reissuing because of the new in-stock sale retail armory gladiators are going to be very limited. He said that it was going to be like one per person and the all or an all in. So you can't buy all the loose ones and an all-in. He said that there's just not enough for everyone to do that. But he said he was considering reissuing or reordering more just to kind of alleviate that. So he said it wouldn't last probably more than a day. So make sure that when the in-stock sale does come, I'm hoping end of April, that you will be ready to rock and roll and
well, that's the nice
figures
thing.
that you want.
That's the nice thing about going to these cons is you're going to pick up a lot of what's going to be in the in-stock sale.
Yes.
So, yeah, which is what I did. So, I mean, really the only thing I want now is just another all-in armory just because I'm a glutton for those pieces.
Yeah, they will have stuff, I'm sure, at the table.
That's all I want. I want one all-in and I'm good. I'm good with you. Yeah, maybe if they have some extra stuff. I know they said that they were going to have the Necro wave up, a couple of figures there. So, we'll see.
Yep.
Let's see. Jay says we were there early as fuck. SoloCon. Yeah, man, we were there early.
Yeah, we were.
Sean says, I hope they don't do the Armory and the Revenant at the same time.
They will.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. But Sean, I don't think the Revenant won't sell out. I don't think the Nymph or the Revenant or the Legacy.
Okay, now hold on. The Revenant has sold out at every con we've been to so far.
It has. That is for sure.
The Nymph Jarrell won't sell out, but the Revenant, I think the Revenant will.
I think Omar's right on.
Well, I think you'll have enough time to get it. I don't think it's going to sell out. Like
that's not going to be 10 minutes and it's gone. No,
because if you think about it, it's a new figure. It's a new release. It's not like it's been touring like the Barbarian all year. He's only been at ZoloCon and now MuskyCon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure he definitely will sell out. He's a super popular figure.
Yeah.
Now, a figure you're going to have to be really cautious about in an in-stock sale is that the guy who was the looked like an executioner, Grim.
Grim, yeah.
Executioner. It seems like those ZoloCon figures go really fast.
Yeah, that is too.
Well, Grim is cool too because he's got so many parts to customize as well. So, I mean, he's a great figure. I picked up a couple of him at ZoloCon.
I haven't opened him yet. I was kind of I only got one, and I figured I would grab another.
I may pick up another Grim at the in-stock sale if he's there. I probably will pick up another Grim for sure.
Headhunter, he says, what day is it drop? We don't know yet. We're hoping that it's so the Kickstarter ends on what, the 4th?
April 4th.
Yeah, so we figured they would probably give us a few weeks to recover from the Kickstarter before they drop in stock sale on us. That's the hope that they will do that. Sean says, I don't want to miss out on the Revenant, but I want Armory too. I guess I'll have to choose. So I think the way that Jeremy was,
I would tell Sean, just pick up the Armory guys that you want. You can buy them single. Buy a couple of them and pick up a Revenant. You don't have to get the all-in. Just pick up the ones that you want.
Yeah.
You know?
But I think Revenant it'll be around a little bit. He really made it seem like the Armory is going to sell out really fast. Yeah. So even if you've got to just grab what you want from the Armory and then bail and secure your cart, then come back, that's always an option. Yeah, you do have to pay extra on the shipping, but
I wonder if he's going to order a lot more Armory for this year coming up.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. He said that this one is a lot more pieces, but a lot less exclusives, because whenever they say that something's exclusive, that's what people focus on, and then they sell out.
They hoard everything,
this will be less exclusives, more parts.
I mean, that's what I did. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I went after exclusive pieces,
Yeah, and those are super rare and worth a bunch because they're exclusive. And some things you never saw again, like the green leather.
Yeah.
Never saw that from the first Armory. Benny says need at least a few weeks to recover after. Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure that they're pretty thoughtful about that. I mean, they do hammer us and hammer our wallets, but they give us a little break in between to recover.
Yeah, I think it'll be towards the end of April.
But I wouldn't be surprised after Kickstarter maybe the next week we see a figure obscura as well. I would not be surprised at
April
that.
5th, April 5th, they released the in-stock sale.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Right? Oh man. Man. So this was right when I got here. The picture to the right. Nope, I said it. Brendan said, "Don't forget figure obscura." Yeah, I know, man. I'm with you on that. So this picture on the right kind of gives you an idea of the size of MuskyCon. So if anyone was considering going to MuskyCon, I got probably about 3/4 of the hall in this picture. So you kind of get an idea of how big it was. So not the biggest, but it's just a really intimate and fun show. There's the Mythic meetup Friday night where Pete McCarthy and all of them, my wife is going to kill me guys, kind of throw a show, and they've got to open a bar that, you have to pay, but there's a bar there and pretzels, and they give away gifts and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun. And Jeremy has his presentation and he showed off. That's where he unveiled the evil paladin. So
Yep.
Great show. Definitely recommend going to the MuskyCon, right, Mike?
Oh yeah. So it's a very intimate show. You really get up and close with the people who go there from the studio with your friends and all that. Where Legion's Con is a bigger show, this is very, very small. And I'm hoping CarverCon is even more so.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I recommend everybody in the community going to Mesquite Con at least once.
Yes.
To experience that, especially the mythical meetup on Friday nights, worth the trip alone. Very cool.
Sure.
So
yeah, it's a great time. Definitely. All righty. Well, we had a top 5 that me and Omar kind of threw together. Some people like the top 5 lists. And so we thought it would be fun to do, I think this was your idea, Omar, is our favorite females in a movie or movies that we like.
Female characters. Yeah.
Female characters in movies. So it's kind of a broad thing, and it was a lot more difficult than I had thought about. So I did do some slides, but I think it's just going to be a pain in the ass to try, unless we do one person just go over their top 5. What do you think about that, Omar?
Whatever works. If not, we don't have to have slides, or at least just have.
That's what I was going to say. Let's just
have slides for the number 1.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that. All right. Brian said he's not really into the list thing. He's not really a big movie guy. So, Brian, you can throw out.
I had a hard time because I found out about it about an hour before, and I just came
I'm
up.
sorry.
With like male characters, I could get a billion of them. But then with female characters, it was like, I don't know.
Tough. It's tough. That's why I told Greg. I said, let's do a female character.
I said TV I could do. TV I could do. Cartoons I could do. But then I get the movies. I was like, oh, I don't know. So I said, I'll listen to you guys.
No problem. No problem. Yep. So do we want to do honorable mentions first or last? Or first?
We should do it first.
Okay. So I will go first, and then we'll just go clockwise. So my first honorable mention is Molly Ringwald from Breakfast Club. I had a crush on her since I first saw that movie. Claire, I don't know. There's just something cool about her. She was kind of like the girl that, I knew I would never be able to date or get, close to. So there was just something about her. And I still think she's a beautiful lady. But I'll just say that this list is not necessarily women that we're attracted to or women that we find sexy or something. That was me. Like for her, I thought she was attractive. So she is one of my honorable mentions. How about you, Omar?
It's from a movie franchise that I really like since I was a kid. And when the second movie came out, I completely fell in love with the characters, and for me, it was Olivia Wilde, Cora in Tron Legacy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, she was cool.
Now,
Yeah,
I think Olivia Wilde's hot, but that wasn't the reason why I liked the character. I mean, I just thought the character was really, really cool, and I'm big into Tron. So,
me too.
I mean, I just watched Tron Ares not too long ago, and I'll be honest, a lot of people didn't like it, but I liked it. So
I did too.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I liked it too, for sure. Yeah, Sig is just ripping. He's got a few that we will be mentioning.
He's already
for
going
sure.
off. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is for sure.
Yeah, whatever you guys put it in the chat.
Yeah. Larry, how about you, man? You got any honorable mentions?
Yeah. Well, first one is Vicky Valancourt from Waterboy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't pronounce the actress's name, but she
Fairuza Balk.
Fairuza. Yeah. She's I
Craft.
also liked her in The Craft as well, but that was my
Yeah.
favorite character she ever did in that movie, and I'm a big Adam Sandler fan, so there's another one on this list somewhere from another Adam Sandler movie, but
I didn't know I didn't know that was even her. I seen that movie so long ago that I kind of didn't realize that was her. I only know her from was it The Craft?
The Craft. The Craft.
Yeah.
That was one of the first things I remember her in. Yeah,
for sure. Mike, how about you, man?
Okay, honorable mention would be Jamie Lee Curtis from the Halloween movies.
Nice.
Now you're talking. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, she definitely had a story arc too.
Yeah.
From being just kind of like a scared high school girl to being a kick-ass mom that's protecting her daughter and stuff. So, and I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I've always thought she was a cool, strong, powerful lady and beautiful for sure. Good choice, Mike. Good choice. My second honorable mention is Jodie Foster in a movie called Little Man Tate. That was probably, I did see Taxi Driver at a young age, but I think Little Man Tate was probably the first movie that I really got to know her and what a great actor she is. If people have not seen Little Man Tate, it's an older movie. I think it came out in, 92, 93 or something like that. I could be way off, but she just has this, she's basically a mom whose son is kind of like a savant genius. And he gets kind of lured into this special school that will, kind of help him become the genius that he is. And she kind of wants him to be a kid and enjoy being, young. And so she doesn't have a lot. So she's trying to kind of compete, she's like, well, we're going to we're going to stay at this nice little hotel with a swimming pool. And, what's her name? Diane Wiest. I think that's her name, is the head of this school. And she's like, a pool, like we're going to Paris and we're going to, so like, she just like, she couldn't compete. And you could just see like, the grief in her eyes as she was losing her son to this school. And she was really proud and strong and didn't take any shit from anyone. So like that performance, I don't think it gets a lot of love, but and someone just said Clarice Starling, and that was another fantastic role that she was in. I could have picked that one, but Little Man Tate was probably one of my favorite movies as I was a younger man, and I definitely think it's worth watching. So, sorry that was long-winded, but it was
not at all.
Such a good movie that it's worth checking out if anyone is looking for a really good movie. That is definitely one to check out, Little Man Tate.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Oh, it's so good. So good, man. Anyways, go ahead, Omar. Honorable mention number 2.
So this character came from one of my favorite movies of all time. She was in my top 5 movies when we were talking about movies when we were kids. And it's Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver from Aliens and the Alien saga.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think anybody else could have played that part. better than
No.
Sigourney Weaver. And like Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween, she's like one of the OG, female actresses, tough female actresses in the genre. So I loved Jamie. I loved Ellen Ripley, man. She was great. Sigourney Weaver killed it, man.
I mean, she was the epitome of strong woman before that was even a thing, I think. But I think before her was Princess Leia. And that's somebody that's definitely in probably all of our lists. But
mine was a toss up between her and Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor. So, but Terminator series.
Sure.
But yeah, I definitely Ellen Ripley.
For sure. And Brian, I don't mean to skip you. If you think of any,
I'm enjoying listening to it.
Okay. Larry, how about you, man? You have any more honorable mentions?
Yeah, Charlize Theron as Furioso in Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah,
she was such a badass in that
choice.
movie. I haven't gotten to see the prequel version with
it's
the other
fantastic.
It's good.
But I just love that movie. I thought it was great. It's more of a her movie anyway. Mad Max is more of a side character. He kind of just in it somewhere, but I love that movie, and she was fantastic in it.
I agree. Yeah, she made that. Like, she was just such a kick-ass, strong, I mean, the choices that she made that movie. You know, she was the one that decided to smuggle those girls, and they're like, "Where are you going?" And she's like, "I'm just going." She's running just to save those girls. So like that was the whole movie right there. So yeah, it was a great movie. I love that movie. It's already a classic, definitely.
Mike, if you ever get a chance, Larry, check it out. Check out the prequel of Furiosa.
Yeah, I need to.
Anna Taylor-Joy was awesome in that, man.
I'm so behind on so many.
Okay, they're not going anywhere. Yeah. Mike, do you have any more honorable mentions, sir?
Well, no, I do not.
Okay, that's okay.
No.
You want to start at number 5?
Number 5. Let's see here. So I'm trying to count my things here and go through. Okay. So I have at number 5 Scarlett Johansson with her character of Black Widow. All mine are going to be action movies because
that's okay. Hey, I would say most of ours are probably action movies too. Yeah, no problem. But I'm digging some of these choices in the chat. We've got Kathy Bates as Annie Wilkes.
Oh,
that was a great.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she won that year for that.
She did. She won Best Actress. Yeah, she did.
She definitely, her and her patooties and all that. That was great.
Yeah.
She really killed that role for sure. And then we've got Chad. Guesagway said.
So
Whoopi.
G said The Color Purple. So when I was in radio in college, my teacher was Willard Pugh, and he played Harpo in The Color Purple. He was my theater and drama teacher. And
I remember him.
And there was a movie called Strange Days, and he took us all to go and be extras in Strange Days at the end. And if you watch Strange Days, I'm in the background when Angela Bassett is getting beat up by Vincent D'Onofrio, and I can't remember the other gentleman's name. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
That's great.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I love Color Purple. That was such a beautiful movie. Tragic, but beautiful.
Yeah.
Really good movie. Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman. Good choice. Also, Kate Beckinsale. Man, yeah, she was amazing in those movies for sure. Harpo was a great character. I love the Marx Brothers for sure. All right, so I will go with my number 5. Like I said, man, it was hard. I thought about it. I apologize to Brian and to Mike for throwing you guys on this so late. I didn't even think about it doing that, so I apologize to you guys for that. So my number 5 is from one of my favorite movies growing up. It's probably, I don't know if it'd be canceled now, but it's probably not something that people really talk about too much, or I don't know if they would ever remake it or anything, but Smokey and the Bandit, Sally Field,
Sally Fields.
Yeah, man.
Carrie,
Oh,
or Frog or Froggy.
Yeah,
It's
Froggy.
just such an adorable, but just a strong woman, unto herself. She was getting married to Buford T. Justice's son, and she was like, "Nope, I ain't doing
Junior.
that." And so she got Junior, Daddy, and
Hey,
so
Daddy.
that was probably one of my first and favorite comedies. I just love that movie. You had the fast car.
Jackie Gleason
Jackie
was so
Gleason,
good, man.
yeah.
God, he was so good.
Whoop. Just I quote that movie all the time. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So yeah, I just thought she was just adorable, but also strong and funny, and just she was just awesome. So she is my number 5. How about you, Omar?
My number 5 is from a movie. The director, we talk about him a lot, Quentin Tarantino, but for me, it's The Bride, Uma Thurman and Kill Bill.
There you
Yeah,
go.
she was a badass, man.
Yep.
Kill Bill Volume 1, boy. I watch that all the time. Whenever it's on, I'll watch it just for her. She's great. So, all the character, the fight scenes, it was just so classic kung fu. He does a really good job when he makes movies on certain genres, and Kill Bill was definitely one of them. So
I agree. Yeah, I just bought that 4-hour, The Whole Bloody Affair, the Kill Bill.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I need to take 4 hours out of my life to watch that.
I love Daryl Hannah in it too. Daryl Hannah was great.
Oh yeah, so, awesome.
Yeah. It's just a classic film, and Uma Thurman she deserved her revenge. That's all I should say. For sure.
Yeah.
Larry, what's your number 5, sir?
All right, my number 5 is Bridget Wilson, Sonya Blade from the original Mortal Kombat movie.
95,
and she was also in. And when I said the Adam Sandler movie, she was also Veronica Vaughn.
Billy Madison.
Yes, and Billy Madison.
Yeah.
So I was like looking at my movie collection, just like, I gotta remember what her name was so I can put it on there, because I had just watched all the combat movies and stuff, and she did all of her own stunts and got hurt in the first movie and all that, but she's just an amazing actress, and she just owned that Sonya Blade role. So
she
didn't she marry Pete Sampras?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Pete Sampras, the tennis player. Yeah, she did.
Yeah, for sure.
She was also on House of Haunted Hill and a bunch of other movies. She was in a bunch of movies. Yeah.
I just remember in Mortal Kombat, I thought she was cool.
Yeah.
All right, Mike.
Okay, this is number 4.
Number 4 for you, sir.
Okay, Kate Blanchett.
Oh,
Lord of the Rings.
I had thought about that. Gadriel, right? Was that her name?
So it
Galadriel.
was
Galadriel.
Now, Liv Tyler she played a great character too. But Kate Blanchett, you saw this character in Lord of the Rings just be this regal, elf. And then in The Hobbit, she just kicks ass.
Yeah.
The Hobbit movies.
Yeah, I had actually thought about that one, Mike. That was one of the ones I was considering, because she just was amazing. Absolutely. Good choice.
If you recall, she was in one of the Indiana Jones movies, and she did a really good job
Crystal
in that.
Skull.
Crystal Skull. Yeah, she was a Russian. Yeah.
Yeah, she was one of my favorite parts of that movie.
Yeah, and she was great in Ragnarok.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what isn't she great in? She's great in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites.
That's a good one.
Good choice, Mike.
Thanks.
Number 4. This is also an action movie. And it also might be a canceled action movie as well. I loved it as a young man. I thought it was I was just in love with anything with hitmen and assassins and all that. I think that might even go back to like the Sho Kosugi days with the ninjas, Revenge of the Ninja, and all those assassins and stuff like that. Anything with hitmen, I'm in for. This one is a little bit different. This is kind of an awkward love story. but it was made with Luc Besson and Jean Reno and Natalie Portman. So Natalie Portman in The Professional is my number 4. I love the movie. The uncut is a little bit more awkward. I won't even go into it, but it's an awkward love story, I'll just say. But I just loved, Danny Aiello and Jean Reno, and just Jean Reno just kicking ass. But what about Gary Oldman? I mean, Gary Oldman was kind of like a newer actor on the scene, I think. But just when they're like, how many cops should I call? And he's like, everyone. He's like, everyone? Everyone. And I was just like, oh, yes. I just love it. I love that movie. So if there's someone out there that has not seen The Professional, check it out. It is an awesome,
incredible movie.
90s, right? Early 90s?
Yeah, 90s, yeah, late 90s,
sure. Yeah, Jean Reno just killed it, literally. That's my number 4. How about you, Mark?
Right. So this movie actually got me into the fantasy lore when I was a kid, and 2 characters that I love in this movie. One of them is well known, and then the other one is the badass chick that was in it, and that's Valeria Sandal Bergman from Conan. She was bad.
She gets a slide. She gets a slide now.
And when we get the female warrior, when we got the legendary warrior, I'm gonna paint her face, the blonde one, just like hers. That when they went and they attacked Thulsa Doom's palace.
That's a great idea.
Man, God, I love that character so much, man. She was so good in that.
She was just a badass.
She was.
She loved Conan, but she didn't care about anything else, man. She was just a kick-ass thief, and it just lived her life. You know what I mean? She just
even dead, she was a badass.
Yeah,
when she came back,
She's a badass ghost.
Yeah,
I loved her.
I
love that movie, and just her attitude was just awesome. Loved it.
That's what made that movie so good. It was Conan, Valeria, and Subutai, and those 3 characters alone just were incredible.
Great chemistry.
Along with Thulsa Doom, they had such a great villain, and Thorgrim and all them. It was just that movie. Just such a classic.
It hit on all the cylinders. There was not a weak link in that movie.
No.
Brad Johnson said, "You better not forget Miss Piggy." Well, you just called her, so yeah, Miss Piggy is in this. Then
Brad said Miss Piggy.
Trish says Famke Janssen, Hansel and Gretel. See, I don't really remember her in that, but I love Famke in like the X-Men movies, Jean Grey. I mean, so good.
Yeah.
And I know I've seen her in other stuff, and I'm trying to think what else I'd seen her in, but she's always good. Gina Rollins from Gloria. I don't know if I know that. Gloria from the 80s.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't think I know that one.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out. Candyman says Pam Grier and Jackie Brown.
Dude.
Yeah, I love
She
Pam
almost
Grier,
made
man.
my list. Pam Grier.
I thought about that too. Yeah, she's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, she almost made
Loved
my
her.
list.
Mezco Conan should be out soon. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Mezco Conan with the paint stripe. Man, I love that.
That'd be cool.
Pam Grier, Foxy. Pam Grier. She was also in Hell Goes to Frogtown.
Oh, with Roddy Piper. With Roddy Piper. Yeah. Yeah. That movie was so cheesy.
Charlize Ronan as Hannah, phenomenal movie. That was a good movie. She's a great actress too, man. I really am a fan of her work. Awesome movie. Okay, where were we? Were we back to Mike, or was it Larry's turn?
My turn.
Okay, go ahead, Larry. Sorry, number 4.
Number 4 is Kim Basinger, Vicky Vale from 1989 Batman.
Nice.
Just her playing this photojournalist, going around, trying to find, help the Knox with the story about the Batman all the way around, and gets involved, and just the whole story with her was pretty cool. And she's just a great actress. I also loved her in some other old cheesier comedy movies, like My Stepmom's an Alien or something.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
But so that's my number 4.
I was kind of bummed out. I was hoping that she would come back in Batman Returns.
Yeah.
And
I mean, she at least got a mention.
yes, absolutely. All right, Mr. Mike,
Okay.
number 3.
Aliens, the whole series, Sigourney Weaver.
Absolutely.
Yes,
She's
sir.
the queen. She is, the epitome of badass and smart and fearless, man. Her going back into the, or setting the self-destruct. She forgot the cat. She's got to go get the cat. Where's Jonesy? I mean, in the first one, and then the second one, she's going to save Newt. I mean, this lady is just, she's the one. I agree. Good choice, Mike, for sure. My number 3 is probably on a lot of people's lists. Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia. She also had zero fear. I mean, she was not afraid of Darth Vader. She was not afraid of Moff Tarkin. And she showed it, man. She was not afraid of stormtroopers, no matter how short they were or tall. She did not care. She was definitely a strong young. How old was she? Like 17 in this movie?
I think so.
Yeah,
She was young.
Were they 18? I think.
Just kicked so much ass, and always respected her. Always thought Carrie Fisher was a cool lady, very funny and smart, and really just loved how fearless. They didn't make her a damsel in distress, and I love that. I think that was super cool that she could hold her own, definitely with the guys. So she is my number 3. How about you, Omar?
So this movie is just famous. It's a 90s movie. It's kind of a comedy, but I think the one character that stole the show in this movie was Gretchen Wieners, Lacey Chabert in Mean Girls. I loved Gretchen Wieners, man.
See, I don't remember her.
And her dad was the one that created the toaster strudel. So yeah, Gretchen Wieners, man, she was the best, dude.
She had a really unique voice, right?
Oh my god, yo, she does a lot of voice acting for cartoons.
Yeah.
I think she was one of the Simpsons characters and some other stuff. She does a bunch of voice acting.
Oh wow.
But yeah, she's great, man. I loved her. I loved Gretchen Wieners.
Candyman's got a good one. Winona Ryder and Beetlejuice. Yeah, that was a really good one. I really loved that movie, and she was great in that. She really, Lydia, right? She was really
Lydia,
excellent in that. James says she was great in Cool World. Kim Basinger. Yeah, I agree. Pam Grier in anything. Yep, I totally agree with you on that one. For show. Candyman says Rosamund Pike in Wrath of the Titans. She was really good in what was the movie where she
Ben Affleck?
Yes.
Right?
What was the name of that movie?
Oh man, that was good.
Neil Patrick Harris.
She almost made my top 5 from that movie, but I can't remember the name of it for the life of me.
Wasn't Gone Girl? Was it? Was it Gone Girl?
Gone Girl. Yeah, it was Gone Girl.
Yeah,
it was Gone Girl. Yeah.
I need to rewatch that.
Yeah,
that was
great
strong,
movie
for sure. All right, where were we? Larry, for your number 3?
Yes, number 3. Margot Kidder, Lois Lane, Superman.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong.
I mean, that she was my first Lois Lane. I remember watching in the movies. That's how I fell in love with the character of Superman in general. To me, they're the definitive versions of these characters. Her Lois is, as you see, every other actress kind of take a little bit of what Margot did, and she's very snappy. She didn't take no lip. She couldn't spell for shit. But
right. But she was strong too. She was another strong.
Yes, very strong, and probably shows a lot about my choices in women.
Yeah, she was awesome. Yeah, I always really liked Margot Kidder. I also really liked Sarah Douglas in Superman 2.
Oh,
no, she was.
Oh,
yeah,
she was
I thought
great.
she was.
She was
yeah,
great.
she might be on my choice number 2. our next list of
Yeah.
maybe we could do like best female, male,
Villains or something.
male and female
Yeah.
villains.
There you go.
We got
Yeah.
Brian Lynn in the house. What's up, my man? Good to see you. Glad you made it home
brother.
safe.
Carver Khan.
Carver Con coming in July. Check it out. Get your tickets now. In Ohio. That's right. That's right. Okay, Mike, you are up, sir. Number 2.
Oh, at number 2, I have the Queen, Carrie Fisher.
Oh yeah.
For
Can't go wrong.
Leia in the original trilogy.
You can't go wrong.
That, not the sequel. The original.
Not the Abomination when she was flying through space.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
And who didn't just, I mean, if you guys are in your 40s, 50, who did not love the gold bikini?
Oh, of course.
God.
Slave Leia.
Iconic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's iconic for sure.
Yeah. There he is.
Ah,
There's Larry.
Larry,
Yeah.
my man. That was a great picture though.
Well, he just revealed his number 1. So
right. He showed his hand. Yeah, good choice, man. Good choice. So I am going for my number 2 way back to 1952. This is one of my top probably 5 movies. I used to watch it a lot when I was a kid. My dad was a huge John Wayne fan. And this one probably wasn't his favorite because there was no like gunfights and stuff like that. This was more kind of like romantic comedy before there was romantic comedies, but it really showcased Ireland as well. And this character by Maureen O'Hara, she played what was her name? I forget her name now. It's Donaghy. Something Donaghy. Catherine, I think it's Catherine Donaghy, but she was like, she had a temper. She didn't like John Wayne. She was just a fighter, just a spitfire, and beautiful. But the movie was just one of the greatest, most beautiful films that I've ever seen. Just I don't know, it's just a beautiful movie, and she really epitomized just an independent woman. She didn't need a man. She didn't need to get married. She didn't care. She was her own person and didn't take anything from anybody. And I think she even swung at John Wayne a few times. So yeah, she was just an awesome lady, Maureen O'Hara. She's also in Gone with the Wind too, so she is not a slouch. Definitely an amazing actor. So she is my number 2. She could outdrink John Wayne. Hell yeah. Definitely.
Trish knows a lot of John Wayne trivia.
Oh man, I love John Wayne. He's probably one of my favorite actors of all time. All right, Mr. Omar.
So this actor was in a lot of action movies. And her character, it's probably a 3-way tie with the movies that she was in with as a character, but the one that stands out the most for me was a movie with James McAvoy, and it was called Wanted, and it was Fox, Angelina Jolie. She was so good in that, man. And Mr. and Mrs. Smith, she was so good in that too. Right. So
she was like an action star on her own. Salt.
So, but Angelina Jolie that's a guilty pleasure right there. But she's
I really dug. Wanted was a great movie.
Wanted was so good, so underrated, man. But her and McAvoy and Common and Morgan Freeman. It's such a good movie, dude. Such a great action movie. She was so good in that. So
I agree.
Yeah,
that movie needed like sequels.
Yeah, like when we talked about the list, like she was one of the first ones that popped up in my head. I was like, Angelina Jolie. It's got to be.
Yeah, I agree.
I did come up with a top 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
As I was thinking, and
All right.
ones nobody's had, and I don't think anybody will have. Maybe they will.
Maybe. Never know.
Number 2 I had was a Star Wars movie. My favorite Star Wars movie, none not mentioned so far, was Rogue One. And Felicity Jones and Jen Erso.
Yes.
I loved that movie, and I thought she was amazing in that, and everybody was. It was just everybody in that cast was phenomenal. That was, I think, the best Star Wars movie.
Great movie.
I'm with you. I'm totally.
And she just did a great job, and so she's my number 2.
That's a great choice.
That's a good one.
I loved her in that. I had not. She was not really on my radar as an actor, and then when I saw her in this, just how much gravitas and emotion and depth, that she lost her dad and lost her family to the Empire, and this was her way to, I guess, strike back. So man, that was
Rogue
really
One is one of those movies that you knew the ending going into it.
Right.
But when you walked out of the theater, you were like, damn, that was so good.
It rocked.
That made me love Star
sure.
Wars again. That made me love Star Wars again, seeing that movie. Because it
Vader.
reminded me of how good the first 3 were. So I saw that and I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
What a ride. I mean,
oh man, Rogue One was so good, man.
Yeah.
So good. That's a good call.
We need
Brian.
more Star Wars like that for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Candyman said Emily Blunt in Edge of Tomorrow. I just rewatched that, and that movie still holds up. Like, so good. Bill Paxton, Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt. I mean, what more do you need? So good. Yeah, Alberta says, Rogue One is one of the best Star Wars movies. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Yeah. The Angel of Vertigund. Yes, sir. What's it go? Says we knew the ending, but we didn't know how the ending was achieved. It was perfect. Yeah. And I know it's. I mean, but that they all died. It just goes against so much. Like, the executives like, wait a minute, you can't kill all the heroes, But I love that they did. I love that they did. That was like the ultimate sacrifice for them.
Yeah.
And that made it. That gave the movie weight. So and if people haven't seen Andor, check it out. It's a slow burn, but man, it's
a good slow burn.
I still need to finish it.
Yeah,
season. It was season 1 when he was in jail for those like 3 or 4 episodes. I was like depressed. I felt like I was in jail.
Right. Exactly. But Andy Serkis, man, that guy is good in anything that he does.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Remember him in King Kong?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
God, he's so good in that too.
Yeah, he was.
Sig, I'm with you on that. Last 4 episodes of Clone Wars.
Great.
Honorable mention: Selma Blair and Hellboy. There you go.
Oh yeah.
See, this is getting you guys going. It gets your memories and your thoughts going. That's why I love these top 5 lists. They kind of get people inspired and thinking about this. But there's a lot of great female actors out there that really deserve a little bit of recognition for sure. Definitely. All right, Larry, you are on your number 2, buddy.
Yes, my number 2 is Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman from Batman Returns.
Oh, she's so good.
Oh,
iconic, man.
It's the fact that she nailed that scene, because you see the behind the scenes with the whip and those mannequins, and she got so good with it. I mean, come on. And she's just a fantastic actress. I mean, I've seen her in all kinds of stuff. And there was a movie with Harrison. There was a movie with Harrison Ford, and I can't remember the name. It's like a thriller movie, and I can't remember what the name of the movie was called. I had it at one point, but she was fantastic in that as well.
Was that the one where Harrison Ford turned out to be bad?
Yes.
Yeah. It was beneath what was the name of that?
I'm trying to think of it because I can't.
What
I used to have
beneath?
the DVD.
What lies beneath? What lies beneath? Yes, that's
there
it.
you go.
Yeah,
but she was fantastic in that too.
I don't think I've seen that. So
that's a good movie.
Larry just
he's checking it.
Larry, you spoiled it. I can't watch it now.
I didn't spoil it.
No, I'm just kidding. I'll check it out. I don't know why I missed that.
Yeah. She is pretty, isn't she?
Yeah,
Mhm.
she was a great choice. I mean, look at her eyes.
Mhm.
For Catwoman. Great choice. Definitely. All right, Mike.
Okay,
Number one, buddy.
if anybody knows me, they know that I have never been married. I would never even consider ever getting married to anybody on the face of the earth because I enjoy my peace over anything.
Mm.
Now, this woman would make me think about it for about 2 seconds before I told her no.
Hmm.
But it would be Kate Beckinsale under Celine.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a
She
great choice.
Hot, 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 and hot.
Yep.
Yep.
You're not going to hear any disagreements, probably.
No, she was great in all of them.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to do my number one. Speaking of Catwomen, mine is a different Catwoman. Mine is Anne Hathaway.
Oh God, she is good.
Love her in this movie. I mean, I'm a huge Anne Hathaway fan, so I'm definitely biased, but really thought she was super cool in this movie, and was hoping to see her again in this, or in a sequel or her own movie, but just didn't happen. But huge fan. I even have like a little action figure Selena Kyle shrine in my house. So of all the Selena Kyle figures that I have that have come out in different iterations and stuff. But yeah,
She was a really good Catwoman. She was a really good Selena Kyle.
Definitely. So that is my number one. Mr. Omar.
So my number one is, it's no secret. I'm with Mike. Kate Beckinsale, Celine, and Underworld.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
She deserves it.
Kate Beckinsale, just her. And the other movie that she was great in was Anna Valeria in Van Helsing.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
She was great in that.
Yep.
Yeah. So, though, yeah. I mean, she, like Mike. Yeah, that's your get out of jail free card right there with
Yes.
her, man. Yeah. She's amazing. Yeah.
Perfect
Yeah.
woman.
Tara Strong, every voice of our childhood.
Yeah.
Who's Tara Strong? Help me out here. Who's Tara Strong?
She's a voice actress,
Yeah, she's a
mainly.
voice actress.
Yeah, she's been in, she's done everything. She was the original Batman animated series. She also voiced Batgirl, and then took over for Harley Quinn recently, and some other animations. Tommy Pickle. No, wait, she wasn't Tommy Pickles. I don't think that was the same one. But she's played many different other characters in animation.
I'll have to look her up. Yeah, I'm sure I've definitely.
Powerpuff Girls.
Okay. Yeah, she does have an iconic, definitely. Terrence just pops in on behalf of women everywhere we feel objectified. So, Terrence, are you identifying as a woman? Is that what you can if you want? Absolutely. I won't dispute you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is your number one, Omar. Larry, your.
We'll let Brian go give us his
Oh, I'm
number.
sorry,
He said he had
Brian.
two.
Brian, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
no
sorry.
problem, no problem. My number one is somebody I like her in pretty much every role she's ever done that I've seen. And it just so happens that her favorite role that I've seen is in a Marvel movie, and that's Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova.
Oh, man.
She
Great
just
choice.
she can do the dramatic, she can do the comedies. To her back and forth with Kate Bishop has been great, and in Thunderbolt she was awesome.
Agree.
So I'm hoping they do more with her going
I
forward.
do too. I love her. I'm a huge fan.
What was that movie she was in with Olivia Wilde? Something My Darling, where they were living the perfect life, like it was like set in the 1950s. Did you ever see that movie?
Yeah.
That was so good. That was so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of that. It was
don't
kind of a
either.
weird piece,
No.
but it was a good movie.
Yeah.
It was like an alternate
It
reality.
had a cool
or-
twist at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a really cool twist.
Yeah. Terrence is asking if you are officially retired yet. He answered that earlier, but I will let Mike re-answer that question.
8 shifts. Official
more shifts.
retirement date is April 30th. First day of retirement is May 1st.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna shoot you a message after that, man. Congratulate you.
Well deserved.
And then I'll have you on many shows after that also.
Well, I'll make Curtis look like he's not.
That's a hard task, but I'm sure you're up to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep, she played Teen Titan. Yeah, Tara Strong was Teen
Okay.
Titans.
Oh, okay. Yes. I loved Raven in that. I loved her voice. Terrence says, congratulations, Mike.
Thank you.
Definitely. We appreciate your
It's
service.
a
Thank you very
super
much.
Good feeling. Yeah.
You deserve to take a break and enjoy your life. Definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely. Where did we end up with?
Okay,
Was
now
it
my number one now.
okay?
So as you said, I spoilt it when I did turn my
That's
camera.
all right.
My
That's all
number
right.
one is the most awesome
Yes.
sci-fi princess ever, Miss Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia, especially in Return of the Jedi, because she was probably my first crush.
Mhm.
So
I
like
think
a lot
she
of guys,
Buddies.
yeah,
Yeah.
but, she's just her character was just the best. So she outshined pretty much everybody in that whole series, in my
I
opinion.
agree.
So
Yeah,
It's-
she was
It's
awesome.
funny how we remember our first crushes in movies
Sure.
and TV and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine
That's insane.
was Linda Carter, Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
We are doing a crushes episode, so we can't spoil,
Can't spoil it too much.
many
yeah.
of our crushes. Yeah, we've got to have David
Yeah.
Williams one to be on that show, so we will save some of that. But these top fives are always fun, and it lets the people in the chat kind of interact and be part of it too. It's getting late. It's almost 11:40.
yeah,
We've been jibber jabbing for, especially me, 2 hours. I appreciate you guys being on and hanging out, especially you three. Thank you guys so much. But we're still
my
getting
pleasure.
some Jennifer Connelly and Labyrinth. Oh man, yeah, she was good.
Yeah.
gorgeous. She
Trish
was
says-
gonna be on my list.
Yeah, she should definitely be in lots of lists. She's awesome, and a really good actor as well. What would Leah do? That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's funny.
For context, people that don't know, that's Larry's sweet lady.
Mhm.
So people are wondering, like, who is this? Who is this lady? But
Mm.
anyways, thank you guys so much for being on.
Thank you.
People that didn't see the beginning of the show, Jay is taking a break. He will be back. He is the third king. He will return for sure. We're just giving him a little bit of time, and he will be back better than ever, strong as a tiger. And anyways, so yeah, we're looking at every Tuesday. We will have a show, and we will probably have a guest, at least one guest for the show for each Tuesday until Jay comes back. But thank you guys so much for being on. If anyone
pleasure.
has anything
Thank
to
you.
say or any parting words, you're welcome to.
No, pretty good.
Everybody's good.
Thank
Thank you,
Thanks
Mike.
for having us, and congrats to Mike.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Mike,
man.
congrats.
so happy.
Amazing figure, and congrats
Yes.
on 8 more shifts, man. So you can retire.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
And
yeah.
thank you guys for thinking of me and having me on the
Hell
show.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I genuinely love it. So thank you.
Yeah, man.
for being here.
Thank you.
The,
Yeah,
the only thing
I
I gotta
will-
say, the only thing I gotta say is I love you, Jay. We'll see you soon.
Absolutely, absolutely. We love our boy, and yeah, Brad. I will reach out to Brad, and we will open a broder because I have not opened him yet. I keep looking at him, and I'm like, I'm gonna open this figure because
There's a
I'm
broder.
super excited about him. And yeah, there you go. Brian's got him too. Right on.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Such a great
to-
figure, man. You could do so much with that figure.
Yeah, I can't
Yep.
wait. I cannot wait.
There is.
Cannot wait. So yeah, we'll have him on, and we'll do another opening. But thank you guys so much. Thank you guys in the chat for hanging out with us this evening. Candyman says Keira Knightley. Yeah, she was awesome.
Ooh, I forgot about her.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was another good
I
one.
forgot about her.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, we could go all
that
night
was a
with
good one. Yeah.
all the different choices and stuff.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you guys next Tuesday. Literally, I can't wait because I love Legion Kings. I love to be here. I love the energy. I love the positivity, and I love you guys. And stay awesome. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye,
See you
guys.
guys. Thank
Bye.
you.
Guys.